I'm going to read some news. The first news I'm going to read is world's largest orange diamond that just records $35.5 million. Geneva. A spectacular and rare orange diamond, the largest known gem of its kind, was auctioned for a record $35.55 million in Geneva. It's a world record price for an orange diamond. It's a world record price per carat for any carat diamond. The Christie's auction house said of the sale on Tuesday. It's a tremendous price, a magnificent price, it added, lacking the portrait of such a price-colored diamond defying a Picasso or Van Gogh painting. The price works out at $2.5 million per carat, beating the previous record of $2.15 million for the vivid pink diamond sold in Hong Kong in 2009. At the back of the hole, 29 million francs sold. The Christie's auctioneer said as the very almost shabby gem was snapped up in a room of about 200 people in a luxury Geneva hotel. The hotel's sale price was boosted by another $4.4 million in taxes and commission. The man who made the purchase swiftly got up and left the room to a round of applause. Christie's did not reveal his identity. The deep orange gemstone, found in South Africa, with a whopping 14.82 carats. The Gemological Institute of America has handed it the top rating for colored diamonds, fancy vivid. Pure orange diamonds, also known as fire diamonds, are extremely uncommon and few have been auctioned, with the largest never more than 6 carats. To have one that's over 14 carats is exceptional. Christie's International Jewelry Director David Warren told AFP. He said the orange was the largest recorded vivid orange diamond in the world. In 1990, the 4.77-carat yellow-orange Grave orange diamond was sold for $3.92 million, and in 1997, the vivid orange pumpkin diamond of 5.55 carats was sold for $1.32 million. Christie's has had estimated the orange would rank in $17 million to $20 million. Colored diamonds, once considered a curiosity, are rarer than white diamonds, and today attract higher prices per carat than even the most flawless translucent stone. That Warren explained was because colored diamonds are real freaks of nature. They begin as white diamonds, and it's some accidental coloring agent in the ground that will turn it a particular color. Green diamonds, for instance, are colored by radioactivity in the ground. Blue diamonds get their color from boron, and yellow diamonds, which in rare cases turn orange, are colored by nitrogen. Pink diamonds get their color from a distortion in the crystal lattice as the stone is taking shape. Colored diamonds are extraordinarily rare stones, agreed David Bennett, who has the European Jewelry Division at Sotheby's. Christie's rival is set to auction a flawless 59.60-carat vivid pink diamond called the Pink Star in Geneva on Wednesday, with an asking price of $60 million, like the orange. The plum-sized shimmering Pink Star has received the highest possible color rating from GIA, as well as top marks for clarity. It is also the largest of its kind, Bennett said. insisting the anonymous sailor was not asking too much. Very, very few of these stones have ever appeared at auction, and 3 years ago, a 5-carat vivid pink made over $10 million. So the estimate on this stone of $60 million would appear to be very reasonable, he tells AFP. For those who cannot cough up that kind of money, both critics and Sotheby's magnificent jewels auctions also offer a range of other items of historic importance but with lighter price tags. A shimmering emerald and diamond necklace by Cartier that has been in the collection of Bolivian tycoon Simon Intori Patino since he bought it for his wife in 1939, ranked in almost $10 million on Tuesday evening. Next news title is Spanish pianist could face jail for practicing. Moderate. To most people, noise pollution is the jet engine roaring over their head. For one Spanish woman, it was a neighbor playing the piano more softly than a spoken conversation. The woman has taken her neighbors in the apartment below, a 27-year-old pianist and her parents, to court. Now prosecutors want to send all three to jail for over 10 years on charges of psychological damage and noise pollution. In a country known for its exuberant noisiness, the case has raised eyebrows. Neighbors often complain about street and bar noise in Spain, but prosecutors seeking jail time for someone practicing the piano is unheard of, especially since that musician is now a professional concert pianist. At a trial in the northeastern city of Girona, Sonia Borson claimed she suffered noise pollution from 2003 to 2007 due to the 5 days a week at practice sessions of Leah Martin, who lives below her in the northeastern town of Puigcerdà. Martin, 27, denies that she played at home that often, saying she took regular classes in other towns. She claims she mostly practiced at home on the weekends. On Monday, the first day of the trial, the El País newspaper reported that Borson told the court she now has pianos so much she can't even stand to see them in a film. Prosecution claims that years of hearing constant pain has caused Borson psychological injury. Medical reports show she suffered from a variety of problems, including insomnia, anxiety, panic attacks, and gynecological problems. Borson and her family moved in 2007, and she says she has had to take time off work, partly due to her problems. The prosecutor said tests by local authorities found that the sound levels made by the piano were repeatedly up to 10 decibels higher than the 30 decibel limit laid down for musical instruments in time. City authorities asked the family several times to either stop the piano playing or soundproof the room. The family told the court they carried out soundproofing work twice, but the complaints continued, the newspaper reported. Nuria Blanc, an environmental scientist at the Autonomous University of Barcelona, said noise around 40 decibels is not very much. A normal conservation produces 55 to 60 decibels, with noise in a bar reaching 65 to 70 decibels, and an airplane in flight producing 110 to 120 decibels, she said. However, she also noted that some studies have established links to health problems such as sleep disturbance and cardiovascular disease if someone passes a constant raised level of over 40 decibels during the night. The norm is for 30 decibels as a nighttime limit inside the house, but some authorities are widening it to daytime, which is surprising, said Fernando Simon Yestar, a constitutional law professor at Navarra University. He said that maybe due to the high fines the courts have forced some towns to pay for not taking action against excessive noise levels, protection against noise and environmental quality is considered a human right, he told the Associated Press. Prosecutors have asked for all three defendants to be sentenced to 6 years in jail for noise pollution and an additional 1.5 years for psychological damage. They have also demanded that all three be prohibited from playing the piano professionally for 4 years. A Catalonia Justice Tribunal spokeswoman said the trial will end November 15, with a verdict issued at a later date. The next news title is New York niche factory fire leads to nationwide shortage. Praga, New York. A fire at the factory built as the world's biggest maker of niches has created nationwide shock and awe for those who can't seem to find the Jewish trees anywhere. Veteran has been going on at delis, diners, food carts, and groceries since the 6-week-long shortage began. The lovers of the score, fried, Duffy kilos of pureed potatoes may not have to go without much longer. The factory promises an end to the niche crunch by Thanksgiving, which coincides with the start of Hanukkah. Our customers are calling us saying they are literally searching supermarkets and stores and they're all asking when we'll be back. Stacy Liskin Get Back, one of the owners of the 92-year-old Gavilar's Niches. We sell about 15 million niches a year. A fire September 24 at the Gavilar plant in Kobiagai on Long Island damaged the machinery that makes the company's biggest seller. The original Coney Island squirrel niche, which also comes filled with kosher or spinach. Gavilers, which also makes master balls, splits, and lead sells niches both online and at retail outlets around the country, with New York, Florida, and California leading the sales. For the last month, I haven't had any niches. My heart is broken, said Carol Anfuso, a native New Yorker who has been without a niche to nose since the disaster wholesale store near the Atlanta home-selling stopped stocking them. But Anfuso didn't learn of the shortage until she visited her sister for lunch at the Pastry King restaurant in Merrick, Long Island, and found that it was out of stock too. Pastry King owner Joe Yamley said he normally sells about 2,000 niches a month. It brings you back to your childhood and they're just so delicious, Yamley said. Gaba is square and fried. You bite into it and the potato oozes out. It's very good. Cass Delcassen, the 125-year-old landmark on Manhattan's Lower East Side, ordinarily sells about 6,000 niches a month. I usually get 4 to take home, grumbled Brooklyn native Forest Girl. Their crunchiness, their hot corners, the mustard and sauerkraut you put on them, you can't beat a niche. Like most places, the round-backed version is still available. but Guru Harampat, a familiar segment of niche devotees who gets round niches. Jesse Hochberg, a retired information technology employee, didn't know there was a shortage until he got to the cash counter. "I miss them," he said. "It's something I grew up with. I like the taste, these with mustard. I always look for them, and I haven't seen them recently." Cross-Trap Kenny Kong has grown wary of expanding the shortage to customers, along with the pasteurization which he serves up a typical New York answer to the ongoing complaints. Get over it, get a life, it's just a niche. The next news title is China criticized Q ever remark on U.S. talk show. Beijing, Los Angeles. A controversy over a child's remark on an American television talk show that jokingly advocated killing Chinese people to avoid paying down U.S. debt to the country continued a simmer 3 weeks after the event, as China on Monday sharply criticized the show's host. Chinese American groups staged a protest demonstration on Saturday outside the California headquarters of ABC, the broadcaster of the show, Jimmy Kimmel Live. The controversy blew up after a segment of the show aired on October 16. Host Jimmy Kimmel, who often uses children on his show for comedy effect on adult issues, asked a group of 4 children during a non-scripted segment how the United States should pay back the $1.3 trillion it owes to China, the world's second-largest economy. A 6-year-old replied, "Kill everyone in China." Kimmel replied, "That's an interesting idea." Kimmel's show is pre-taped. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Qin Gang said ABC must respond to the Chinese American community's protests. It's necessary to point out that spreading racism and hatred runs counter to their social responsibility, told a regular news briefing. ABC has issued a statement expressing regret for the incident, and Kimmel apologized on October 28 on his show. ABC, which is owned by Walt Disney Co., on Saturday issued a statement in Chinese intended for China that apologized again for the segment and said it has added new quality contours. The simple fact is, the segment should never have been broadcast, ABC said in the statement. Systems we have in place for these types of things did not function properly, and steps have been made to try and prevent this kind of egregious mistake from occurring in the future. ABC's apologies have yet to temper outrage among Chinese American groups, which held a demonstration against Kimmel at ABC outside the network's Burbank, California headquarters on Saturday. The demonstration attracted 1,500 people, the Burbank Leader, a local newspaper, reported. Critics say ABC should have called the offending segment before it was aired. The network said it had no further comment after Saturday's statement. The next news title is Dark Knight Rises. Batman jailed for theft and drug abuse. Singapore. A Singaporean man with an unusual superhero-like name turned out to be a villain who consumed drugs and stole from his brother. Batman being Superman, which means Batman son of Superman in the Malay language, was jailed on Monday for 2 years and 9 months for various offenses including stealing his brother's automatic teller machine car to make withdrawals, media reported. The 23-year-old unemployed man had also broken into the office of a firm in Western Singapore to steal money and taken heroin. Batman, who has his own fan club on Facebook, became a social media sensation after an image of his identity card with his unusual name was circulating online. The next news title is Students Run House at School with No Dream. At Medgar Evers High School in Brooklyn, New York, it's commonplace for students to run in a hose. They're not less, they're exciting. That's because there is no gym at the relatively new building, constructed in 2000. But there are physical education requirements mandated by the state, so officials have gotten creative, turning the school's bathroom hose into an indoor track. Local news station PIX11 reported. Required to take 8 semesters of science, students hit the hallways to work up a sweat. For the most part, as you can see right now, it's very crowded and it's hard to get certain things done. But at the end of the day right now, we make the best of it. Checkers shown this told PIX11. It seems to me very short-sighted. When you build a building, there should be a dream. Penal waiting of inside schools to Yahoo News. The independent website provides information about New York City's public schools. Wheaton noted that the school, built adjacent to the campus of Medgar Evers College, was supposed to use the college gym. In reality, they get very little access to the college campus, she said. The high school initially opened with fewer than 600 students and now has more than 1,100 according to inside sources, causing even more congestion for students trying to work out. I applaud them. They're beginning so innovative. My concern is for change to happen. It has to come from top. Amy J. Schwartz, chair of the Physical Education Task Force for the Women's City Club of New York, told Yahoo News. Non-profit, non-partisan organization advocates for physical education to be a higher priority in the city. Medgar Evers is not unique. A study earlier this year from the American Heart Association reported that out of 272 New York City schools, more than half were not in compliance with New York State law for physical education, according to New York Number 1, and an audit by New York City Comptroller John C. Liu in 2011 concluded that many elementary schools do not meet state guidelines for physical education. But it's not all bad news for the high school. The academically rigorous program offers more than 20 advanced placement classes and a girls' track and field team, notes the Department of Education, currently holds the title of City Champs, according to PIX11. The Department of Education told PIX11 there are no current plans to add a dream to the school. The next news title is Hotel Goes Above and Beyond to Recover Guest Family Heirloom. Terrence Thompson was astonished and grateful when strangers helped find her lost family heirloom. It was a special room that her grandmother Louise Thompson left her after she passed away in 2007. As reported by WLEX18 News, the Western Kentucky student was attending a wedding in Lexington when she stepped into the Grace Park Inn to freshen up. Karen realized later that at some point when she was at the inn, she misplaced the sentimental memento saying, "Sunday morning I woke up and nowhere to be found." so she immediately called the hotel, hoping that somehow they could help her. Taryn spoke with Veronica Carceller, who was empathetic to her plight. For her first thing, she said, it was her grandmother's ring. I've only got one grandma left alive, and my mother's already gone, so I know what it's like to have sentimental things. Veronica enlisted help at the hotel explaining. In the search, we checked the bathrooms, the sinks. We took the sinks apart, but when the heroin failed to appear in the sink traps, so there was only one other place the ring could possibly be: the trash in dumpsters. Dedicated employee Carlos Justin Martinez went to work and painstakingly searched the Grace Park in dumpsters for Taryn's ring. A translator explained what Carlos was thinking. Then he got worried and then he tried. He tried to do his best to look for the ring and try to find it and make the lady very happy. The search was fruitful and Carlos emerged with the lost ring. Taryn got the news and gratefully said, I just could not believe it. I was absolutely shocked. I think that if more people were willing to go that extra mile and work that hard, then the world would be a much better place. Recently, several of the lost rings were found by good Samaritans that decided to search out their rightful owners. Tucson 9 News reported that the Tennessee High School State Championship ring from 2006 was found in furniture at Boulder, Colorado Goodwill store. Paul had discovered the jewelry and said, it was dark at first, but when I got it open, I saw this silver ring. It was so big I thought it was fake, but I kept looking at it and realized it was real. He turned it over to the Goodwill store manager and they were able to track down the owner who lived in Boulder. A man in Merritt Island, Florida was expecting her son's Halloween candy when she found the woman storing among the candy bars. WKMG Local 6 reported that the man, Zachary Racy, is on a mission to find the ring's owner, telling the station, I wear my jewelry all the time and I will be devastated if I lose any of it. Next news title is New Hampshire man has the vanity plate back to state top court. Boston. A New Hampshire man who last year changed his name to Human has gone to the state's top court to defend his right to a vanity plate in South Police. Cops fly. The man formerly known as David Montenegro argued in state Supreme Court on Thursday late 19th the plate is a violation of his right to free speech. This man, an employed accountant, made his request for the cuff sleeve vanity plate in 2010, but was instead given one bearing his alternative choice of GR8GOVP. The Division of Motor Vehicles has a regulation which prohibits vanity license plates containing messages which the DMV believes a reasonable person would find offensive to good taste. That regulation does not meet constitutional standards. Human told a local TV as a affiliate after the hearing. New Hampshire Associate Attorney General Richard Head, who argued on behalf of the DMV at the hearing, said the agency was within its authority to deny the vanity plate request. The primary purpose of a plate is to identify motor vehicles, not to engage in public debate. He said in a phone interview, a statement against an individual would be defamatory. In this case, the pad would have insulted an entire class of workers, he said. The New Hampshire Civil Liberties Union has sided with Human and called the DMV standard on vanity plates unconstitutionally vague, overboard, and viewpoint discriminatory. According to court filings, the court is expected to rule on the case by early next year.